Now, suppose you want to identify the level surfaces. Level surfaces of the following function. The function given to us is W equals to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Guys, this is a four-dimensional object. It has three free variables. So this function has three free variables. It means that you have a four-dimensional object. Well, how do you visualize this? One way is to slice that with some surfaces and then visualize what the level surfaces of this four-dimensional object. So set now W equals to K. K is a constant. And see if you can recognize the behavior. Okay, here you get x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to K. It's not that difficult. We learned about spheres before. We know that the equation of a sphere is x minus, for example, h squared plus y minus k squared plus z minus l squared equals to r squared. Well, the center is going to be h, k, and l, and radius is r. So from what we know, what we already know, from what we already learned, we try to find similarities between the equation that we got and what we learned before. Okay, it seems like you have x squared plus y squared plus z squared, which represents some spheres centered at the origin with radius square root of k. So we have some concentric spheres with center at the origin and radius square root of k. So it means that k must be larger than equals to 0. So even though we don't know what this object looks like in 4 dimensions, but if we slice that up with W equals to K, we can get the level surfaces. The level surfaces in 3 dimensions are going to be some concentric spheres centered at the origin with radius square root of K. We can give different values to K, positive values to K, and we're going to get some concentric spheres. X, Y, and Z, and then some spheres. The very first one located at the origin, then you have another sphere, then you have another sphere, and so on. And we can continue this process. Perfect.